Respected Director of the conference, Dr. M.G. Sri Kumar, Venerable Chair, Dr. Ramswamy, and all the office bearers of the RIS Academy. I am Dr. Savanur S.K. I am presenting my paper on library diplomacy. Library diplomacy. Diplomacy is a very peculiar word. It has many meanings. Some of them are hidden meanings, some of them are open meaning. In the first of all, diplomacy is an art of dealing with individuals or people in sensitive and tactful manner. Diplomacy can take place in different forms. It could be from people to people or it could be nation to nation. But come what may, it means management of international relations and also personal relations. Library diplomacy is finally meant for developing and sustaining goodwill between two nations. Not for the this is a not for the profit marketing type of activity. Slide 3. It is cultural and religious bondage, which is people to people level understanding. This type of cultural diplomacy depends on tools such as music, movies, sports, tourism, healthcare, that means medical tourism, etc. Tools of cultural diplomacy are exchange of dance, drama, music troops, literary events, etc. And it also includes organizing tournaments, film festivals, exchange of student groups, etc. Library diplomacy comes under the umbrella of cultural diplomacy. When it comes to cultural relationship or cultural diplomacy, in India there are two ministries involved in it. This is the organizational part of it, and two ministries are Ministry of Culture and Ministry of External Affairs. Ministry of Culture has its own academies such as Sahitya Academy, Sangeet Natak Academy, Dance Academy, and it also supervises many libraries such as National Library, Rajaram Mohan Rai Library Foundation, etc., etc. So this is regarding the cultural Ministry of Culture, which serves as a back end of all this diplomacy. Then comes Ministry of External Affairs. They normally deal with visa, commerce, borders, etc. But they also look at the international cultural diplomacy, which is an extended form of library diplomacy. Here, it has an autonomous body referred as Indian Council for Cultural Relations, that is ICCR. They are also looking after uh, they are also looking after the libraries and library support. In India, there are different types of libraries, that is, different types of library diplomacy, and these libraries which actually give us the library diplomacy's feel are British Council, American Center, Max Muller Center, Alliance Francaise. So these are the various examples of library diplomacy. Library diplomacy can also be seen in the form of libraries, collection, users, etc. So let us now take one by one. Okay. When it comes to users, the examples of when it comes to collection of such libraries is reflecting their national heritage. The libraries showcase a representative collection of books about US, Britain, or Germany, or whichever may be the consulate or high commission. It also represents the country's literature, cultural societies, science and technology, culture, travel, trade, history, terrain, etc. Normally, university libraries, etc., they are having around 2 lakh books, whereas this type of library diplomacy libraries are having a maximum around 65 to 85,000 books in case of British Council. In case of American Center, it was around 25,000 titles. And 10% of this collection is usually the reference books. And only 2 consecutive editions of any document are kept on the shelf. If it is beyond 3 consecutive editions, those are discarded because space is very important for the libraries. Then, regarding the periodical collection, both American and British journals are also subscribed, and they are all during those days they were all received by air. Where therefore, users used to love to visit these libraries to have fresh and new information. Particularly Lancet, British Medical Journal, etc., etc. We received them by air. Therefore, doctors were always after these copies. And one additional piece of information about the periodicals is they were never bound and kept. In case the old articles are required, then we used to help them by procuring the document supply from BLDSC. BLDSC, as you know, is British Library Document Supply Center. And now, regarding services of this type of libraries. Normally, lending and reservation services are free at American Center, and British Council used to charge some nominal fees. Reference services used to be free and excellent in quality. Similarly, photocopies of articles required maybe however old it may be or from any country, BLDSC was capable of providing those photocopies. Behind all these things, there used to be a professional management, and they used to organize all the services. Even today, these libraries are benchmarks of quality of library services and excellent work culture. Now, regarding the users, normally the cream of the society used to take pride in being a member of American Center or British Council libraries. Secretaries of various ministries, central and state level, doctors, corporate authorities, teachers, students of professional courses were the type of members we used to serve. Ambience. All these libraries were known for their brilliant ambience. Central air conditioning, functional furniture, clear atmosphere, glass windows showing green lawn outside added value, added value to the services. Books returned and used on the premises were immediately shelved in a classified order. Staff were always willing to serve. Members of the library used to visit the library for ambience and also information. Many people were coming to the library for merely ambience sake, and they also used it as a meeting place. These libraries were having their heydays from 1950 to around 1980. All these libraries began in 1950s and they continued till 1990, and then certain other things happened. That is, the second phase began, and this 1950 to 1990 can be referred as golden era. And then sometime in 1990 to 210, there was a different trend. In the first place, security became very important thing. A person from a deputy high commissioner of British High Commission was shot dead in Bombay, and thereafter security became very tight, and we started checking identity card and all sorts of things, which made it a little difficult for people to come in anytime they wanted and anyhow they wanted to come. Then local languages became mediums of instruction. In addition to that, many of the information which British Council or American Center or any library diplomacy center used to give was about travel, educational promotion, online, etc. But these things became online since 1990s. So therefore, people were not relying much for these information on these libraries of diplomacy. Then everybody became cost sensitive, which means people started asking why should our taxpayers' money be spent on some other country? This happened in Britain, this happened in US also. So therefore, gradually the taxpayers started withdrawing the money. Withdrawing in a sense and not supporting the libraries. Students started referring books from their own local authors. As a result, they used to buy only their local authors' books, and British and American books were not much preferred by ordinary students. Then there was a misplaced stress on patriotism. People started thinking that somehow it's a wrong notion, but following any foreign country's resources was considered almost as a non-patriotism. That is a very dangerous zone. Then, with all these things, somehow these libraries were sustaining, and from 2010 onwards, a sort of downsizing began, and people at senior posts were asked to retire. They took voluntary retirement, etc., etc. And today, the situation is slide 5. Today's situation is there are there are no longer physical libraries. These things are having a sort of portal or a subject gateway or an app or a FAQs are taking care of what library diplomacy used to do. As a result, the web-enabled information service was dominant, and conventional library-related materials were going out of sight, and online reference desks, FAQs, etc., took over the library diplomacy. So, in short, library diplomacy is dead in that form, but it has revived in the form of web based information. Thank you.